So I want to talk to you a little bit about what happened at the TPC, at the Tournament Players Championship, in the playoff with J.J. Spaun. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm as good a player as him or whatever, that doesn't matter, but it matters about situations, because I was in a situation one time where what happened to him happened to me. In 1986, on Saturday, I was playing really well at the U.S. Open at Shinnecock. I basically just birdied number 6. I walk up to number 7, and all of a sudden there's my name on the leaderboard. And I'm standing there, and I told my caddy all week long, I said, listen, don't let me hit a club that I can hit past the front edge of the green. Now we get up there, and I've been hitting 6-iron all week. We get up there, and there's a wind right to left and into my face. The pin's back left. Now, every shot I had hit up to that point with these nice little draws. I mean, I was hitting the ball so well, it was incredible. So we get up there, we had a little break because Nicklaus was in the group ahead of me. He was getting a ruling and one thing and another. And I'm sitting there, and I told my caddy, I said, look, let me do this. Let me hit a 5-iron and just choke it down and hit it nice and easy, because every single shot I'd hit was perfect for where that pin was. I mean, at Shinnecock, that hole, the bunker's in the front left, it kind of tilts back to the left, it just fits a nice little draw. And I'd hit that shot every single time. And he goes, well, I don't know, you said don't hit past the front of the green. I said, well, if I just choke a 5 down, with that wind and everything, there's no way I'm getting this past the front half of the green. Okay. So I get up there, I make a swing. I hit, for me, the best shot I've hit in my entire life relative to the situation. So I start a little right of the flag, and it's just turning in there. I'm thinking, oh, I'm just waiting to see it land and run up there right by the flag. And I don't see the ball land. I flew the green. And I'm going, there's no way. I mean, I felt like I barely hit that. There's no way that got past the front part of the green. And for sure, I flew the green. Impossible lie, left it short, hit it off the front edge. I made a triple. Okay, so when you look at J.J. Spaun, how does that relate to him? Well, when he got to 17, all right, that hole, that situation in that playoff, even though he's a great player and he's won tournaments, he hasn't been in that situation that many times. And what has he got? He's got a wind in his face, and he's trying to hit it to that green, and he's making a swing that he thinks, okay, I'm going to take a club where I don't have to hit it really hard. It's going to get probably right to the middle of the green at the most. And he makes a swing, and he hits that shot, and he's watching it. He thought it came up short in the front bunker. Where did it go? It went 10, 15 yards over the green on the fly. Now, that's something that he'll put in the memory banks, and the next time he's in that situation, which he will be, that will become part of his process of selecting a club and a shot. Rory had more experience in that kind of a situation. So J.J. Spaun hit a great shot. He didn't miss-hit it. He hit it exactly where he wanted to, exactly the way he thought he was supposed to, and all of a sudden the ball goes 15, 20 yards farther than he thinks it can relative to the speed he felt. Well, the speed he felt and what adrenaline and energy did for him, he wasn't ready for it. So the shot was a great shot, but he just didn't have enough experience to have the compensation he needed to really understand what club he needed to hit and how fast to make it go that far in that wind condition. So it's really interesting how you have to call on, you have to have a lot of experience, you have to remember shots. You know, that's where Nicklaus was great, Tiger was great. They're in those situations, you're in those situations. You have to learn how to remember and call upon shots you've hit in the past, because that's going to help you in the future. But again, for me, I had one situation in my career that I could kind of relate to that. I hit the best shot of my life for the situation. I'd never been in that kind of situation before, where your name on Saturdays on the leaderboard up towards the top at a U.S. Open. And I made a swing that, I'm telling you, I've been back to that hole multiple times in that wind condition, and I cannot hit a 5-iron. I cannot get it over the green no matter how hard I swing. So it's interesting what energy does for you and your ability to hit shots. If you know how to dial into it, it becomes a positive.